I wanted to try something a little bit unconventional. So I'm doing a bit of a semi-abstract landscape. And for this, I'm using my Bockingford cold pressed watercolor block. And it's £140 cold press. Really nice paper to use, and I just want to go in quite loose with the paint. And I will be using some ink as well as I progress through the painting. So I'm just going in, and this is more like the spontaneous sort of painting that I sometimes do. And I just wanted to cover most of the paper with just different colours, and I want a little bit of light area in the middle of the painting. So just using a bit of tissue now just to wipe around some of that, take out some of the pigment in the middle, and then just going in with some neutral tint towards the bottom, and just popping some in here and there. I think things will become clear as the painting progresses. So I'll show you how to use a loose approach to create some abstract, some sort of surreal scene, and just playing around with colours at the moment. So I've used yellow ochre, a bit of pyro red, and then also a touch of sap green, and then I just wanted to add some yellow, so I've gone for a bright yellow. Don't know what, it's probably like a cad yellow or something like that. And then with the mop brush, I'm just taking some of that pigment out and just mixing here and there. And I just want to scrape out some rocks, some highlights of rocks, so it'll be quite a rocky scene as well. So possibly mountains, that sort of thing. I do like painting those sort of things, so I'm sticking to what I normally do paint, but in a different sort of ink and wash style painting. So I do have a few different colours of ink, and I will show you. I will add some of those into this painting as I progress, but I just wanted to add a few rocks in the foreground as well along the bottom of the scene, and then touching in some pyro red as well. I'm really not looking for anything in particular with this painting, nothing realistic, anything like that. So it is more abstract, and yeah, I'll just go in, and you can see using the Hake brush a lot as well to get the paper covered in this first wash, and also tapping in some of that sap green as well. So it could be a bit of moss, could be things growing. It's sort of a rugged scene. I do like these, and just playing around, just moving the colour, just mixing those colours together while it's on the paper. I think that adds a nice effect. And oh, by the way, we are going away for not the weekend, but Monday, Tuesday, we are going to be travelling to North Wales. Well, we're actually going to Anglesey. So I don't know what videos I'll be able to prepare for you, whether there's going to be any more before Monday and Tuesday. But I'll see what I can do, and I'll probably do a video while I'm there as well in Anglesey. Show you some of the surroundings and some of the scenery. It is a really nice place in North Wales, so I'm looking forward to the drive. It's about an hour and a half anyway down there, so I will try and get some video done for you of that journey, of that trip. So like I said, I've got a few different colours of ink, and it's not really something that I usually do, but I want to try something quite new to show you. I'm actually going in with some Inktense as well. I know someone on my channel did ask for a painting with Inktense, and I just thought I'd introduce some to this scene, but I didn't really go much with the Inktense. I'd rather use these inks. You can see I've got a burnt sienna, I've got a bright red, I think it's a cobalt blue, the Winsor & Newton in the box. And there's also sort of like a magenta colour. But this is the burnt sienna, and we'll be using that. So I've got these little trays. If you've got, if you get these little Mr. Kipling cakes, they do have these little foil trays that they come in. This is the cobalt blue. So I'm just using these trays just to take some of that ink in. You don't need a lot of ink. Ink does go a long way when you're painting. I did actually spill some on the tablecloth. Please don't tell my wife. I think I'll be in serious trouble if she does find out. But I think it's probably stained, and there was some splashed on the floor as well. So these things happen. It is quite messy sometimes, but that's what happens with ink. You can see a bit of a stain there on the tablecloth, and I'm just going to have to get a mop and quickly just go over that before my wife does come home. And you can see the vibrancy of this blue. It really is quite nice. I did dilute it with a little bit of water, so it's not full strength, but I do like that colour. And like I said, because it's a semi-abstract, I'm not looking for anything that you'd normally see, so I'm using colours that wouldn't normally be there. But I'm just going along with it. I'm having fun, just being loose and free and doing this the unconventional way. It's not normally something that I do, but it's good to try different things. It's good to experiment. You can see this Indian ink. This is red, a very bright, vibrant red. It's like a lipstick. And I've just popped a little bit of that in my tray as well, and just using the sponge just to pop in some of those. I'm going to add some trees up on the top of this. So I will be mixing some other ink as well, just to darken that down a little bit. I will be using some black ink just to mingle with that red. You can see just using a bigger mop brush now and just tapping in, just dabbing in some dark. And this is just black drawing ink. So just allowing that to mix with the red just to knock the vibrancy back just a little bit. Like I said, I'm not too fussed. This is just fun, sort of experiment really, and yeah, I hope it's useful. I hope it's something that you find interesting. Please do leave me a comment in the comment section, and if you like this video so far, please do give us a thumbs up. I really do appreciate it. You can see the way I'm adding that ink, that drawing ink on top of the blue. So you've got a little bit of this blue coming through as I do this. This is quite diluted as well. I have added maybe 4 parts water, 2 parts ink. It really does go a long way. So you don't really need a lot of ink for this. You just use plenty of water and get those details. I usually, when I paint with ink, I might have 2 or 3 trays, and I'll have different strengths of ink. Obviously more water in the lightest tone, less ink, and then just have some pure ink as well for the darkest tones. So I'm pretty much done with this one. It's quite a quick, loose scene, like I said. Just adding little bits of, this is from my Schminke Horadam paints. It's just a really bright yellow. I'm not sure which yellow it is. I think it might be a Hansi yellow. And then tapping into some, probably Pyro Red again. This is a watercolor. Just adding some little bits of foliage to the trees, some bright popping colours. And hopefully that does improve the scene. I'd be interested to know what you think. Nice fun little scene using plenty of inks, a little bit of ink tense, and it's mostly ink and wash. But that's it. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy this one, and I'll see you in the next video.